टीम लीज की मैनेजमेंट हमारे साथ जुड़ गई है। चौथी तिमाही में कंपनी ने अच्छे नतीजे पेश किए। Q4 में आमदनी 20% तेज रही, मुनाफा भी 15% बढ़ा, यानी कि मार्जिन थोड़े से फ्लैट रहे हैं। नतीजों को थोड़ा डिटेल में समझते हैं और आउटलुक समझते हैं। और टीम लीज एक स्टाफिंग कंपनी है, तो देश की रोजगार बेरोजगार की स्थिति क्या चल रही है उसका भी हमें अंदाजा लगता है। स्क्रीन पे आपके सामने नंबर्स डिटेल में लिखे हुए हैं। बातचीत करने रमानी दाती से जो CFO हैं कंपनी की। मैम, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका CNBC आवाज पे। पहले तो आप ही नंबर एक्सप्लेन करके समझाइए कैसे रहे क्वार्टर।
Yeah. No, overall, it's been a mixed bag for us because general staffing business has been doing extremely well. Overall, for the year, we have added net of 44,000 new employees to our base. And specifically in this quarter alone, we have added about 10,000 new employees. However, on IT side, still we are not seeing any recovery. There is no pickup as far as IT services is concerned. While GCCs and product companies to some extent are doing hirings within the IT space, for us the volume hiring comes from IT services. So that's still, we are not seeing any pickup in the momentum. So that's the main reason that we had impact on our margins despite doing very well on top line and overall growth. So that's the overall performance for Q4.
मुझे आपने कहा कि IT हैज नॉट बीन वेरी ग्रेट। IT में क्या हो रहा है, मुझे ये समझाओ आप।
Yeah, it's been almost 6 quarters in a row where there has been no increase in the overall headcount, be it permanent employees of IT services companies or the contract staff. In fact, for last few quarters, we are seeing even the large IT services companies reporting a slight drop in their permanent employee headcount base as well. So while there are speculations that by mid of FY25, there can be a pickup in the hiring, at this stage, we still don't have any clear indication on that. So we have to wait and watch on that front. However, fortunately, as I mentioned earlier, the GCCs are hiring in good numbers. So one thing is the overall number of GCCs in India, that number itself is going up. And then the number of IT professionals getting hired by GCCs is also increasing. And this trend will continue for the foreseeable future as well. Right now, to some extent, the GCCs are offsetting whatever the headcount loss that we are seeing on IT services. So net, we are not seeing any huge drop in the employment numbers within IT. But I think since it's already been 6 quarters in a row, we really need pickup in the IT services side by mid of this year.
रमानी जी, ये तो बिल्कुल ठीक बात है कि ओवरऑल हेडकाउंट में आपके लिए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा क्योंकि GCC से नंबर आ जा रहा है, लेकिन IT में ड्रॉप है। और हम लोगों ने कई बार देखा, आपसे भी बहुत बार बातचीत हुई है कि IT में ये हर क्वार्टर में हम लोग देखते हैं कि ड्रॉप बना हुआ है। मैं, चूंकि आप लोगों की बातचीत ज़रूर होती होगी उनके HR वगैरह से, रीज़न समझना चाहता हूँ कि ये एक बड़ा पैराडाइम शिफ्ट है IT इंडस्ट्री में, क्योंकि बहुत सारी नई डिसरप्टिव टेक्नोलॉजीज आ रही है, इसलिए बहुत मैन पावर नहीं चाहिए उनको, ये वजह है? या बहुत बिजनेस नहीं है, ये वजह है? या लोग जो फॉरेन में है वो रीप्राइसिंग करा रहे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं कि आप मेरे काम के लिए 20 लोग क्यों रख रहे हो, 5 में काम चल जाएगा, AI से काम चलाओ, ये वजह है? व्हाट इज द मेन रीजन व्हाई दे आर नॉट हायरिंग?
No, there are multiple reasons. So one is the global slowdown in the IT spending itself, be it US or Europe. Overall, there is a global slowdown within the IT space. Second reason, during COVID times, there was an unusual increase in hiring numbers for IT talent. So there was very unusually high demand. So both the number of hirings have gone up as well as the salary levels also have gone up substantially during those 2 years of COVID. And post-COVID, when the companies have come under pressure for margins or sustaining their profitability, so they are hiring the new numbers. So while we are not seeing any drop per se in terms of their capacity to bag in new contracts, but however, we are seeing a slowdown. And some of the points that you mentioned are also right. So there are new disruptive technologies like AI and ML. So that to some extent also might be impacting the jobs. But our understanding is at this stage, it's not substantial. At this stage, the main reason is global slowdown and more of a corrective action post-COVID.
बट रमानी, US में अगर हम लोग देखते हैं तो वहाँ तो हमें इकोनॉमी एकदम बूमिंग दिखती है। इवन BFSI जो हमारा बड़ा मार्केट, वहां पे भी जो कोई गवर्नमेंट बैंक्स में बहुत बढ़िया, तो फिर ग्लोबल स्लोडाउन मीन्स व्हाट?
Global slowdown only in IT spending. Like even within India, other than IT, we are seeing very good hiring numbers across all other industries, be it BFSI, FMCG, telecom, retail, pharma, manufacturing. So all these sectors, we are seeing very good pickup for the quarter for this year, as well as outlook for FY25. So in fact, FY25, we are very confident that we should be able to do 20% net growth across all industries put together, even without any pickup in IT happening. Since all other non-IT sectors are doing very well, we can do a 20% growth.
ओके, एक चीज मुझे और बताइए इसी आईटी में, क्या उसके जो स्टाफिंग काउंट है वो, ऐसा कुछ लोगों ने मुझे बताया कि 7-8 साल 8-10 साल पहले जितने थे आज भी लगभग उतने, उससे थोड़े ज्यादा है, या रन रेट बहुत कम हुआ है, क्या ऐसा भी है क्या?
That's correct. That's correct. So the headcount and run rate has come down on IT services side, but that got offset with GCC growth within IT. So net in terms of run rate for team leads, we are able to sustain whatever it was 2 years back. But in IT services, you are right. We are at a headcount which was there about 5 years back.
My God, 5 साल पहले जो हेडकाउंट था आईटी में आज भी वही है, ये एक.
But that's not very unusual in contract staffing, because whenever there is a slowdown within the overall hiring, they first go after contract staffing, because instead of reducing their permanent employee headcount, the first target will be reducing contract staff, and then they go to the permanent employees. So even in the past, we have seen this trend, so it's not very unusual.
ओके रमानी जी, आपका जो रन रेट है इसमें, आपका पर्सनली टीम लीज का जो ड्राइवर्स आप कह रहे हैं कि आप मेंटेन करें, क्या आपको लगता है कि FY25 में ये मेंटेन हो पाएगा?
At this stage, yes. Maintaining run rate, there is no challenge. We are confident of maintaining the current run rate within our specialized staffing segment. But for overall growth, we need the pickup in IT services side.
ओके, इन जनरल टीम लीज के लिए मैं ये समझना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो हायरिंग हो रही है उसमें जो सैलरी ब्रैकेट्स हैं, पे चेक्स हैं, उसमें कोई इंक्रीमेंट इम्प्रूवमेंट आप देख रही हैं, या चूंकि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हायरिंग की तरफ लोग ज़्यादा जा रहे हैं, या दूसरी तरीके की और हायरिंग्स हो रही हैं, इसकी वजह से वो एक प्रेशर है?
On general staffing side, the salary hikes are in the normal range, which is anywhere between 6 to 8% per annum. Within IT, during COVID years, the salary hikes were very high, almost like 15 to 18% annual salary hikes were there. But those numbers also got corrected now. In IT as well, we are seeing only low single-digit salary increments this year. And as far as general staffing is concerned, while there is no unusual hike in salary levels, one good indication that we are seeing is more and more formal jobs are getting created in tier 3, tier 4 places, the smaller cities and towns. So we are seeing more organized jobs getting out of those places, mainly within BFSI, manufacturing and segments like this.
क्या इलेक्शन रिलेटेड भी कुछ हायरिंग इम्पैक्ट है?
Not really. We usually don't see any major impact because of elections, because something or the other, there can be general elections, state elections throughout the phase. So we don't see any major impact as such because of elections.
Okay, finally, आप क्या गाइडेंस देना चाहेंगे टीम लीज के लिए?
Yeah, we are confident of 20% top line growth in revenue, mainly driven by non-IT, the general staffing segment. Profitability Q1, there'll be a slight impact because of employee salary hikes and other seasonality in HR services. However, Q2 onwards, there'll be a consistent margin expansion, and we are confident of increasing the margins in FY25.
ओके रमन जी, आप चूंकि आई हैं तो मैं अपने को रोक नहीं पा रहा हूँ. एक जनरल क्वेश्चन मेरे को है कि ये जो हम लोग एम्प्लॉयमेंट की सिनेरियो बहुत बात करते रहते हैं लोग, बिग पिक्चर के थीम में, क्या इंडिया में एक चैलेंजिंग सिनेरियो है क्या एम्प्लॉयमेंट को लेकर के? वो चाहे मशीन लर्निंग का चैलेंज हो, एआई का चैलेंज हो, या फॉर्मल जॉब नहीं क्रिएट हो रहे हैं, या बहुत कंसंट्रेट हो गए बंगलुरु, चेन्नई, हैदराबाद की तरफ. कैसा सिनेरियो आप कैसे देख रही हैं?
overall, we say that India doesn't have jobs problem. It's mainly salaries problem, because anyone who wants a job at say 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, there are jobs, but those are not the living wages. So people have to get a minimum of say 20,000, 18,000, depending on the location they are at. So that's where the challenge is. And only organized jobs and formal industries can afford to pay these kind of salaries, living wages to the employees. So the biggest drive has to be in terms of the shift from unorganized to organized. More and more industries have to move towards formalization. So that will be the main driver to fix this problem that we are seeing on the ground. To your point of impact of disruptive technology, at this stage, it's minimal. However, can it impact 20%, 30%, or what is that it will eat into the number of jobs? We don't have any kind of indication on that yet.
Okay, तो क्वालिटी ऑफ जॉब्स यानी पैसे ज़्यादा मिले, सैलरी अच्छी मिले, वो वाले जॉब्स कम है। 8-10 हज़ार की नौकरी आसानी से मिल जाएगी और ज़्यादातर फॉर्मलाइज करने की ज़रूरत है जॉब्स को। अनऑर्गेनाइज की गिग वर्कर टाइप की नौकरियां बहुत अवेलेबल हैं, जो कि बहुत कंड्यूसिव नहीं है, माहौल के लिए अच्छी नहीं है। रमानी मैम, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए, बातचीत करने के लिए। तो
थैंक यू।
टीम लीज के जरिए हमने टीम लीज के बारे में भी समझा और जॉब सिनेरियो क्या है इस वक्त कंट्री में, और आईटी के लिए थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग टाइम है अभी, और ये एक मुश्किल का दौर अभी चल रहा है। छोटा सा एक ब्रेक, इसके बाद मार्केट